As we head towards festive season, what is your assessment of demand right now and how are you expecting prices to play out?
Well, the demand, we have entered the festival season in the third quarter of this financial year and fourth quarter of this calendar year, which is traditionally the best quarter for gold demand because it follows monsoons and harvest, and it has got more festival seasons, occasions rather. So we believe that given the fact the prices have stabilized now and the rural incomes have certainly can be expected to rise after a good monsoon, I think there will be a robust growth in demand. It will not be the kind of runaway demand we saw in April and May, which probably led to a lot of policy decisions trying to curb the imports. It will be the natural flow of things that we have seen in gold over the last decade, which is moderate demand, but good during the season.
Could you shed some light, Mr. Somasundaram, on gold imports? Have we seen significant fall because of all the government action that is taking place in the past few months? Does the data correlate this fall?
Well, the September quarter has certainly been quite low. We have seen all the official figures as well at various points. Our own gold demand trend we will be publishing only in mid-November. So, by that time we would have a more, clearer picture of the demand for September quarter. But all pointers are to a very, very low official import in September quarter because of the confusion around the 80-20 rule, and prior to that the consignment regulation, things like that. But the clarifications have now been issued, and we understand that consignments have started getting cleared. So I think this festival season, you will see, the imports getting stabilized through the official channel and being met out of official imports.
Sure. As the World Gold Council, what is your view on the government trying to curb consumption? Because demand seems to be robust despite all the actions taken by the government.
Well, we have given our views saying that trying to artificially restrict supply for a demand of this nature can lead to undesirable consequences. And it's not our view alone, it is the industry's view. In fact, the government sources also have sounded that this could be a fallout of what they are doing, but they have to do what they have to do because of CAT situation. We've all heard that, we have all read these statements. So we believe that, as India steps into the next decade, I think it requires a long-term policy around gold. And one thing we draw comfort from is the fact that nobody in the government has ever stated that they would ban imports of gold. April and May demand, when it grew, when it rose sharply, there was a fear that perhaps this kind of runaway demand could affect the economy. So the expressions used were always moderate the demand for gold. And the government has gone on record to say they would like to see the imports around 850 tons, which was what it was last year. So I think it is important to know that even the government looks at moderating the demand rather than actually restricting or completely curbing this, which is, I think, how the industry has behaved. So while we see certain short-term impact, I don't see any conflict over the long term. And I think perhaps the policy statements and others have to follow. Currently, we are dealing with a CAD issue, not a gold policy issue.